What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. Apologies again for the last two episodes of weird stuff. I've just been distracted, admittedly. Work and life has been getting in the way. It's a busy time in my career. And yeah, so just been trying to squeeze in recording sessions, and sometimes that's led to some bad sessions, unfortunately. Either, sometimes it's not my fault, sometimes it is. But we're right back on track. We, in the last episode, discovered a little bit of how this clock worked. It's more hidden vaults. We did another one of the 3 pedestal puzzles and found some more items as part of the whole thing. We also identified the spirit vault and determined that the wandering shroud is not in there. So maybe in the next piece of this, we'll figure it out. The rider's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Okay. What is the shape? It is a mirror? Oh no, it's a face. It's a sculptured face. I am marked by Jupiter. You're marked by Jupiter. Jupiter our cat? Or Jupiter the symbol Jupiter? Let's take a look. Okay, so Jupiter, the symbol for Jupiter might be in here. Tin. Okay, so it's the 4 looking thing. Maybe it's the house, actually, then. It's this one. Yep, there we go. Excellent. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it, and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Ooh, okay, we got a note. And a snake item. Okay. Let's actually clean up our space. So in me attempting to try to fix some of the audio stuff from the last episode, I didn't actually label it. And there you go. Some stuff might be incorrect because I tried to re-record the audio, and it did not go very well. So I had to pull up an old save, and unfortunately that's screwed with some stuff, so unfortunately we have a weird set now. Let's just try to get some stuff back into the correct place. I'm going to keep the resonance compass actually out, because that will definitely come into play again. And then all of this is used. And these 2 are now as well. And this is what is it called? A bones guard? Right? That is a used item. Are there any other used ones that we've identified? This one is the Saint Thunder, right? What is it called? Saint Cedric's Thunder. Yeah, weird thing that I had to do to make this work, but it's plenty okay. I'm happy to do a hair of extra work. Let's switch some stuff around also. Let's put that guy there. Let's put this guy here. Let's put some of our more stand-up objects on this side. And we'll leave some room for some other stuff. How about that? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And so now it should be everything that's identified is now hidden on the main screen again. Right? Everything here is identified. Yes. Excellent. Okay. We are ready to take the next customer. The castle vaults are blocked. It could be opened by or gold that... Is it this? Ahaha. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. So, castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. Castle vaults. Vaults. To the vaults. There you go. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole, and it does not give in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thaumatically sealed, but that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. Okay, and we know. So they're blocked by a diurnic seal. The diurnic seal, I have this written down in a note. Diurnic seal is the two... It's this. A diurnic field pattern. So any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. Okay, so silver or gold. I don't think that's silver, right? No, that's limestone. Okay, so I at one point had this sectioned out correctly, but now no longer. So we're just gonna have to throw some stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Let's see. Let's just try some stuff. So, nope. Oh, yeah, that could do it. Let's put these back. Maybe let's try that. That was a lucky guess, but that was the most gold object I had. Let's try. Yes. Very nice. Okay, let's put you back. Up and out. Nice. Okay, so the door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of the rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he's delighted, and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes a find that I'm just surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Ooh, look at this guy. Okay. This... Oh, I don't know if I know all these symbols. Engraved symbols weathered. Bronze and iron. Nothing to remark about the scent and sound. Nothing to remark about inner perception. So, let's just take a look at those symbols again. So we have an acorn-looking one, a leaf-looking one, a snowflake, and then a sun-looking one. So let's see. Are all those represented here? So, no. No. I don't think I have a leaf in here at all, do I? Oh, I do. Oh, they're the seasons. They're the seasons. Okay, great. So, oh, and I can't... I was wondering why this seemed weird. I don't have... Wait. This can maybe go on another artifact. Where is my weather one? No, that doesn't work. But I feel like this is a piece of an artifact. I can't identify this by itself. But maybe I can put it on something? Like, can I put it on that one? That almost seems like that could work. There's a couple of these that almost look like it could fit as a piece of the whole. That's really curious. I'm going to keep that up here. And then I have a note. So these are done. That's dead. This is for the Spirit Vault. The Bishop Square is a simple tool of my okay, well, we have a name. The Bishop Square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a Briar's disc. Is that a thing that exists in our thing? No. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zia. All right, we're going back to the index. What the hell is a Zia? Oh, I saw Zia here. It's an active thing. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Any single material except wood or clay. Okay. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. Okay. I don't think we have to identify a Zia currently. but it might be nice to save that to know. Briar's Disc. I wonder if Briar's Disc isn't... No, it's not here either. I was going to say, if it's not one of these items on the content list, I wonder if it's something else, but it's not currently. Okay, I'm going to hide that for a second. Let's take our customer. James Herschel. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It's occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical? Interesting. Okay. Let's try it. What is it? It's the first one. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Okay, so we have some mind things. A memory cannot reside in both the mind. When a memory, blah, blah, blah. An empty ecumenical, so it's either going to be smelling unpleasant, or it has an ominous presence, and it's going to have some sort of mind thing. Weird jump cut just because I wanted to check the audio. I'm paranoid now. Okay, so we have a couple things to potentially check out. So first, I wonder if should I just do... Well, first of all, let me check gemstones. Which ones are mind related? Anchor between body and mind. So maybe a blue one. Not that one. So maybe blue. Oh, this is an Ascus, isn't it? That's still on there, but I think we've used it. Yes. Okay, so this goes over here in our wonderful collection. Okay. And so that's one less option of thing. Oh, and this is the ethereal key. Let's not have anything out here that we don't absolutely need as an option. And we think that's Witch's Finger, but we didn't use it. Okay, so what is the striated black one? Night in the darkness. So there's some who fear it, and then some who are seduced by it. A black gemstone, bronze. Nothing to remark. Okay. I can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination. There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't say I can put my finger on it, though. Okay. Gold. We checked that one. Wood gold. Oh, I didn't do smell on... Oh, no, I think I did. Okay. So smell, no. It takes great effort to tear my eyes away. Is that what it actually said? Not really. That's a nothing to remark. This one's the water one, right? That gemstone relates to water in some way. I have a strong sense of being watched. Again, ominous presence pulling at the threads of the mind. It's a little not that. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. It's going to be one of those two things. I notice myself being drained of energy. Smell strongly of linseed. Possible. This is blessings in the middle here. That shouldn't be it. There's an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. Okay, so if that is it... Oh, it has the hourglass too. I'm feeling that that's going to be it. Pulling at the threads of one's mind. So that's an empty one. I feel really good about this. Ecumenical. Let's try it. Yeah. There's an hourglass motif on the box, a memento mori. On closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. Very good. Okay. Ecumenical. Nice. Okay, box goes over here. We're definitely running out of room. I think the space here is going to have to be used by identified objects. All right, our mailman is back. It's getting dire out there. They found the body of that priest last night. She was torn to shreds by her own congregation and left to rot outside the town hall. No, we did that. That was our fault. Such horrific violence. It has no place in our town. Okay, so we definitely made some poor choices, but we'll rectify that on our second go-around through this, which we will do. In the answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow that little stream through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend, Barton. Okay, so in your to the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods. So like here, you'll come out on a hilltop that is clearly of some significance. It's not the Barrows. That's not going to be. It's going to be like here. I should not have come here. Oh, man, come on. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. There. To the north of town, if you follow that little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop. But this is against a road, so it's like... Is there anything else? Follow that little stream up through the woods. You'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. Is it this? Is it the Barrows? Oh, okay, yeah. After a pleasant walk down along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds. The Barrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I'm to collect what I have come for, I will need to be prepared. Yep. Okay, that is identified. This item is a container. Closer inspection revealed its pungent smell. Oh, we've caught a wandering shroud. That's what the achievement says. I sit and wait, quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens, and then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Oh, look, it's now... Has a smell like a rotten egg. It vibrates gently. Right, that was what it said it was going to do if it had a thing inside it. Okay, great. Oh, but I should also do that. I should now do the thing. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. All right, bro, I think you're overthinking it a little bit, but I am here to serve. Let's go back to this, if we can. And we want to use Spirit Vault. Cool. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eye up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. Sun's light, would that be... Is it this one, the St. John's Anvil? I forget which one is the sun one. That's one we already know. No, not that one. Sunbond? Sunbond. Okay, so it's one of these though, isn't it? Yeah, okay, it was a similar gemstone. Got it. Yep. Did that. The sunbond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. Hold on for a second. Also, do I just carry all these things with me when I'm adventuring? I hope I do. I hope I'm just like the Happy Mask salesman and have every one of these items with me. Just ready to pull out at any time. I'm sure that all the trinkets are easy to store, but like the boxes and the cups, and I don't know if I would want to have this many cursed objects on me at all times. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. That is the most cursed item we have. We've officially found it. Everybody, we found the most cursed item, and we have literal hands. We have 3 hands. Actually, we should put those hands together. Put our hands together. Truth conduit. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so. Truth conduit. These can be... Oh, no, wrong one. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. I think I know which one this one is. What's the dark article? They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven. And that symbol is deception. I'm feeling it's this one. Feels a little warmer than expected. Makes a soft tinkling sound when it moves, and there's no other thing, but I think this is our truth conduit. Yup. This item bears a symbol of deception. Closer inspection, it reveals the gentle sound it makes. Oh, I thought that was going to be a lot more nice of an object. An abrasive mether. Okay, well, we have the cup, so we know that the methers... We know that that's going one of 2 things. Let's try truth conduit. Excellent. Okay, so we have that one. Hit it. Evelyn Bennett. I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Oh, okay. Is it a curse? No. Morgan's intent. A poison of the mind. No, it's not a curse. Is it an apathy thing? No, okay. Let's see. I've never felt more tired. Sleep vessel? No. Ooh, I'm actually... I'm just looking at all the keywords here. Fear. Fear is not it. Life. No. Insanity. Mentic Nether. Moon. Moon Heart. Vitality. Oh, this is for a right, though. That's not really what we're looking for. Tormund's Bane. Tormund's Paralysis, huh? Is that one of these? Yeah. Affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. That's not really it. You don't have anything visually like a necrosis of the flesh or anything that it said there. It doesn't look like it. Ooh, this one's weird. Okay. Let's reread what she said, what she has to say. I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. While I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey... I don't know if that's important. There's a weakness symbol, which I think is actually on... Yeah, that's on this. I don't know. I don't know how that would help. Weakness is not a term, is it? No. The problem with the question marks is it could be anything that we've already seen too, right? So that makes things much tougher. Probably giving her something of strength, right? A pale yellow. Do we have anything with a pale yellow gemstone that's not used yet? Not really. Or actually, I'm forgetting, it could be any of these, right? So we just used that, but it's worth it to check. This is the hearing one, right? Sounds are muffled in its presence. The diverging hook. This is tough. It's tough when I don't know even what really I'm looking for. I'm just gonna flip through this slowly. Mental fog, no. 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 Breathe underwater. Nope, not translation. No. Antidote, no. No. Not an assassin's tool. Serene Ward. Dataless link. Diverging hook. Nah, that's not really... I don't think the diverging hook is the move. Maybe an Elvastone, but probably not. An Evocant. Strength. Oh, the Fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by hex. Fortinance. And maybe that's why... Yeah, actually, strength is what we're looking for, right? She says she feels weak. Maybe we try to find this Fortinance. So the Fortinance we've tried to look for before. That was one of the... They're made of They are made of stone or iron and take the form of a small totem. This is definitely stone. That's detailing. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. What is that symbol? That's a diamond with an X under it. Strength. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be that, actually. I'm curious to try it, so I'm going to do it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's not Fortinance. That might mean that it's not what she's looking for. Because I feel pretty good that that is actually Fortinance, right? So, Fortinance. But I'm obviously going to label that appropriately. Dispel melancholy? Maybe. Let's try that. Where is our Grace? That was one of the early ones. There it is. Let's see. It is! Okay, that was great. Using the index, I can find a sketch of a shadow catcher design in my book, a design that this item shares. Oh, that's just how to initially identify it. Closer inspection reveals that it does. So that's what they were looking for. Okay, that was a little vague. I don't know if I knew exactly what to get there. Thank you for your clue, Barton. I had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across these so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlam. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a babelia to read the inscription. They say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. Interesting. So we got a choice for our friend here. So, a pit or a babelia? Let's take a look. And we actually saw the babelia just a second ago. Let's take a look at what the pit says. 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death, or darkness, the Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Okay, copy that. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. What do you produce? No, that's definitely a recognizable one. How about any... It has elements of 3 different... Do we have any more of those? No, that's that one. This is not going to be it. No. We've definitely looked at that one before. How about this guy? Nope. All of them have been those symbols. Interesting. Oh, how about this one? Nope, that's Diurnic. Okay. Nope, same thing. They're all kind of like in the same world. Okay. And then Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babelia is not clear. On the Babelia, okay. They resemble a Mentic field pattern. Okay. Mentic field patterns are the flower-looking one with the petals on at the diagonal corners. But the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Got it. Okay. Well, which one has that look? This kind of has it. That kind of does. That one's identified. Those don't. Those are Methers. That kinda does, but we think that's spirit eye. That's not impossible. Is there anything else about it? They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babelia is not clear. Unusual markings. Unusual markings. It's a symbol we don't know the meaning of. We know that one, don't we? Paralysis. We know that's a residence compass. We know that's the weather. So it's stuff that it can't be any of the ones where we know what the marking means. If we have it in the book, then that's a problem. How do I get out of this? What is this? There we go. This is one we don't know the markings of, and that does look like a mentic field pattern. And it does not have a mentic pattern. I'm kind of feeling like we should do the Babelia, because if we just cleave through, that's not going to help us. I'm curious. Let's try it. Let's try this guy. It is. The Babelia. The design on the item resembles a mentic field pattern. It's not close. Is that super, super close? But I'm happy to have obliged that one. Babelia with 2 L's. Okay. Thank you. I hope this works. Here's a token of my appreciation. Something for you to ponder over. Look at this thing. Looks like a gold bar. Okay, let's put this guy up there, and let's just take one more look at our books. Let's just see where... So, fire, and then what's that other symbol? Wax. So, fire, wax. So it's a candle? Crumbly. Nothing to remark. And it's yellow sandstone. Interesting. All right, well, that's this day. I feel like this has been a decently long one, which is good. We did a good chunk of the game here today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. Appreciate everybody running through even the toughest of times in this playthrough. This has been a little bit of an up and down one, so I appreciate anybody who's sticking through just because they love the game and love puzzles so much. Trust me, I appreciate it more than you know. Please give this video a like and subscribe, and check out any of the other playlists if you want to see any of the other games we're playing on the channel, if you're all caught up on this one. And with that, we'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye-bye.